What if everything fans believe about Dutton Ranch Season 2 is only part of the story? For months, there has been silence, confusing rumors, and endless questions. Some people think the series has been delayed. Others believe it is quietly moving forward behind the scenes. But what is really happening? Is Season 2 still alive, or has the plan changed completely? Today, we're looking at the biggest clues, the real updates, and the reasons fans are paying attention again. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of where Dutton Ranch Season 2 stands and what could happen next. When Dutton Ranch Season 1 came to an end, fans expected the story to continue much sooner. The final moments left plenty of questions unanswered, making it feel like another chapter was already waiting to be told. Viewers wanted to know what would happen to the ranch, how the family would deal with new challenges, and whether the next season would raise the stakes even higher. Because of that exciting ending, many believed the wait for Season 2 would be short. But as the months passed, there were no major announcements, no trailer, and very little official news. That long silence quickly turned into questions from fans all over the world. The lack of updates caused many different rumors to appear online. Some claimed the series had been delayed. Others suggested the writers were changing the story before filming could begin. A few even wondered if the project had been quietly canceled. However, the truth is much more complicated than those rumors suggest. When there is very little official information, people naturally begin to fill the gaps with guesses. One fan theory leads to another, and before long, it becomes difficult to separate facts from opinions. That is exactly what has happened with Dutton Ranch Season 2. Another reason for the long wait is the changing future of the Yellowstone universe. Over the past few years, several new stories have been introduced, while others have come to an end. As the franchise continues to grow, every new project has to fit into a much larger picture. That means producers and writers may take extra time to make sure every story connects in the best possible way. While fans may wish for faster updates, creating a strong new season often requires careful planning rather than rushing into production. There is also the challenge of bringing the right cast and crew together. A television series depends on many people working at the same time. Actors, directors, writers, producers, and production teams all need schedules that match. If even one important part is delayed, the entire production timeline can change. This happens more often than many viewers realize, especially with popular shows connected to a larger franchise. Even with the silence, fans have noticed small signs that suggest the story may not be over. Every interview, every public appearance, and every small comment from people connected to the series has been carefully examined by loyal viewers. While none of these clues officially confirm that Season 2 is on the way, they have kept hope alive. And perhaps the biggest surprise is that some of the newest clues have started pointing toward a future that could be much bigger than anyone expected. The real question is whether those clues are leading fans in the right direction, or whether an even bigger twist is still waiting to be revealed. The biggest mystery isn't when Dutton Ranch Season 2 will arrive. It's what kind of story the new season wants to tell. If the next chapter simply repeats what we've already seen, fans may be disappointed. But if the creators take the story in a bold new direction, Season 2 could become even more exciting than the first. And based on everything we've seen so far, there are plenty of reasons to believe the next chapter could change the future of the ranch forever. One idea that keeps coming up among fans is that the ranch itself will become the center of a much larger fight. In Season 1, protecting the family's land was already a difficult job. But now, the pressure could become even greater. New land buyers, powerful business groups, or old rivals may see an opportunity to take control while the Dutton family is dealing with its own problems. Instead of one enemy, Season 2 could introduce several different threats, each with a different reason for wanting the ranch. That would force the family to make difficult choices that could divide them from the inside. Another question that has everyone talking is whether the family can continue standing together. Every member of the Dutton family has their own way of solving problems. Some believe in patience, while others believe in taking action immediately. Those different views could create new conflicts inside the family. A disagreement that starts as a simple argument could slowly grow into something much more serious. If trust begins to break, the biggest danger may not come from outside the ranch at all. It could come from the people trying to protect it. Fans are also hoping to see familiar faces return with fresh stories. Some characters still have unfinished journeys that deserve more attention. Relationships that were left uncertain could finally move forward, while old friendships might be tested by new challenges. At the same time, a few unexpected arrivals could completely change the balance of power. A newcomer with a hidden connection to the ranch or someone carrying secrets from the past could force everyone to question what they thought they knew. Sometimes the most dangerous person is not the one making threats, but the one who arrives quietly with a plan already in motion. There is another possibility that deserves attention. Instead of focusing only on action and conflict, Season 2 could spend more time exploring the emotional side of life on the ranch. Every victory comes with a cost, and every hard decision leaves a mark on the people making it. The pressure of protecting a family legacy could push some characters to their limits. Viewers may see moments where loyalty, love, and responsibility collide, making every decision feel more personal than ever before. Those emotional moments are often what turn a good drama into a memorable one. Perhaps the most exciting theory is that Season 2 will reveal a secret that has been hidden since the beginning. Imagine discovering that one event from Season 1 meant something completely different than fans first believed. A forgotten conversation, an old promise, or a long-buried family truth could suddenly connect every piece of the story. If that happens, viewers may find themselves looking back at earlier episodes with completely new eyes. Whether these ideas become reality or not, one thing is certain. The next season has the chance to raise the stakes in ways fans have never imagined. But the story isn't only about possible plot twists. The people bringing these characters to life may have already dropped clues about what's coming next, and those hints have started a wave of theories that is impossible to ignore. In the next section, we'll look at the cast updates, hidden clues, and fan theories that have everyone wondering what is really happening behind the scenes. Sometimes the biggest news doesn't come from an official trailer. It comes from the small details that most people almost miss. A short interview, a photo shared online, a simple comment during an event, or even a quiet moment behind the scenes can send fans into detective mode. That is exactly what has been happening with Dutton Ranch Season 2. While there has been no full announcement answering every question, fans have been collecting tiny clues and trying to fit them together like pieces of a puzzle. The surprising part is that some of those pieces seem to point in the same direction. One of the biggest questions is which familiar faces will return. A strong drama is built around its characters, and viewers have become attached to the people who fought to protect the ranch. Most fans believe the heart of the story cannot continue without the main members of the Dutton family. Their relationships, their disagreements, and their loyalty to the land are what made the first season worth watching. If Season 2 moves forward, many expect those key characters to return because their stories still feel unfinished. There are emotional moments left to explore, old promises that have not been kept, and personal battles that are far from over. But returning characters are only part of the conversation. Fans are also asking whether new faces could arrive and change everything. Imagine a powerful ranch owner from another state showing up with a business offer that sounds fair at first, but hides a much darker plan. Or picture someone from the Dutton family's past walking back into their lives, carrying a secret that has been buried for years. A single new character like that could completely shift the balance of power and force everyone to question who can really be trusted. Then there are the fan theories, and one theory refuses to disappear. Many viewers believe Season 2 could reveal that the events of the first season were only the beginning of a much larger conflict. According to this idea, every decision made by the family has quietly been leading toward one final battle over the future of the ranch. Whether this theory is true or not, it has captured the attention of thousands of fans because it connects so many unanswered questions into one bigger picture. It would also explain why the creators may be taking extra time before revealing what's next. At the same time, it is important to separate excitement from reality. Fans often build huge expectations based on small clues, but not every rumor becomes true. A social media post does not always mean filming has started. An interview does not always hide a secret message. Sometimes a clue is just a clue. Still, the growing number of discussions shows one thing very clearly. Interest in Dutton Ranch Season 2 has not faded. In fact, it may be stronger now than it was when the first season ended, and that leads to the biggest question of all. If the clues are real, if the cast is preparing to return, and if the story is being carefully planned behind closed doors, then what is actually happening with Season 2 right now? The final section brings everything together as we separate confirmed information from speculation and look at what fans should realistically expect in the months ahead. After looking at the rumors, the hidden clues, and the endless fan theories, one question still remains. What is actually happening with Dutton Ranch Season 2? The answer is more interesting than many people expected because the truth is somewhere between excitement and patience. There may not be a flood of official announcements yet, but there are enough signs to show that fans have every reason to keep watching for updates. The biggest mistake people make is believing that silence means a project has disappeared. In television, that is not always the case. Some of the most successful series spend months, or even longer, quietly developing scripts, planning storylines, and organizing production before revealing anything to the public. Instead of sharing every step, studios often wait until they have something meaningful to announce. That approach creates more excitement when the first trailer finally arrives, and it also gives the creative team time to build a stronger story without outside pressure. When all the available information is placed together, a clearer picture begins to appear. There has been ongoing interest from fans, continued discussion across entertainment communities, and plenty of attention surrounding the future of the Yellowstone universe. Those factors suggest that the world of Dutton Ranch still has value. A series with an active fan base is rarely forgotten, especially when viewers continue searching for updates and talking about what could happen next. That said, it is important to stay realistic. Many videos and social media posts use dramatic headlines claiming that release dates have been confirmed or that filming has secretly finished. Unless those claims come from official sources, they should be treated as speculation rather than fact. It is easy to get caught up in exciting rumors, but waiting for reliable information is always the smarter approach. That doesn't make the theories less fun. It simply helps separate hope from reality. If Season 2 does move forward, fans can expect the next chapter to be bigger in every way. The conflicts would likely be more intense, the emotional moments even deeper, and the challenges facing the Dutton family greater than ever before. The creators know that viewers expect the story to grow, not repeat itself. That means any return would need to feel worth the wait, with fresh twists and meaningful character development instead of more of the same. For now, the smartest thing fans can do is keep an eye on official announcements, production news, and cast updates. Those will provide the clearest picture of where the series is headed. Until then, the mystery surrounding Dutton Ranch Season 2 continues to fuel conversations across the fan community, and that excitement shows no sign of slowing down. One thing is certain. Whether the next big update comes tomorrow or months from now, Dutton Ranch Season 2 remains one of the most talked about stories in the Yellowstone universe. And when the silence finally ends, it could answer every question fans have been asking, or introduce a twist that no one saw coming. The story of Dutton Ranch Season 2 is still being written, and that's exactly why so many fans remain excited. Even without a full trailer or a major announcement, people continue searching for every new update because they believe there is still another chapter waiting to be told. The combination of unfinished storylines, strong characters, and the growing Yellowstone universe has kept interest alive, even during the long silence. Looking back at everything we've covered, one thing becomes clear. There are plenty of rumors online, but only a small amount of confirmed information. Some fan theories are creative, some seem possible, and others are simply guesses. That doesn't mean fans should stop speculating. In fact, sharing predictions is part of what makes following a series like this so much fun. But it's always important to separate hope from reality and wait for official news before believing every headline that appears online. If Season 2 does arrive, it has the chance to be much bigger than the first season. The next chapter could introduce powerful new rivals, emotional family struggles, unexpected partnerships, and shocking secrets that change everything viewers thought they knew. The writers have the opportunity to take the story in bold new directions while staying true to the heart of the Dutton family. That balance is what fans will be hoping for when the series finally returns. Of course, until an official announcement is made, nobody can say exactly when the cameras will roll or when new episodes will appear. But history has shown that some of the best television projects take time to develop. A longer wait can sometimes lead to a stronger story, better performances, and a season that feels truly worth the anticipation. If that is the path Dutton Ranch Season 2 is taking, then patience may be rewarded in a big way. One thing is impossible to ignore. The conversation around this series has never really stopped. Every week, fans continue discussing possible storylines, searching for hidden clues, and wondering what the future holds for the ranch. That level of excitement proves there is still a loyal audience ready for the next chapter whenever it finally arrives. Now it's your turn. Do you think Dutton Ranch Season 2 is closer than we realize? Or do you believe there's still a long road ahead before we see the Dutton family again? What story do you want to see most when the series returns? Share your thoughts in the comments because some of the best theories come from fans like you. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on every new development, hidden clue, and future announcement about Dutton Ranch Season 2 and the Yellowstone universe, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The next major update could arrive when nobody expects it, and when it does, we'll be here to break down every detail. Until then, keep watching, keep theorizing, and we'll see you in the next video.